Welcome back, guys. Thank y'all for tapping in to Who Want a Life Sentence. I appreciate you guys for coming and spending a little time with me. Like, share, subscribe, hit the cash app, and if not, just enjoy the story. I was about to say with what I normally say, but shout out to my subscriber that let me know that I gotta stop doing so much cussing, man. I'm gonna really make an attempt, and you guys will see that. So I'm gonna try to walk through this one without cussing and using the profanity. Honestly, I didn't think I was real bad with the profanity, but either way, I take the criticism and I do try. So I appreciate it. Um, so today we're gonna go through Myron and Byron. You guys know, of course, I told y'all when I got out of prison, man, I call them my rattlesnake days. I was still in my rattlesnake days, which meant pretty much anything goes. And it was just always subject to be up at any time. So I'm gonna tell y'all about Myron and Byron. So when I get out of prison, I'm 23 years old, of course. Excuse me. I'm still thinking I'm Superman. And I get out with a feeling like basically I was tougher than the guys on the street because, you know, at this point I've been through more. I've been battle tested. And I know that these guys out here on the street, all they do is smoking and drinking and drugging and stuff. So, they ain't really with no combat. That's how I'm feeling. So, and not only that, but I had a couple of altercations and they went flawless. So, I remember, I got, I don't even think my son, I don't think he's on the way yet. So that tells you how long this was ago. This was almost 2 decades ago. So the girl I'm dating is still in high school. She's in the 12th grade, getting ready to graduate. I'm 23 years old. Um, so so every day I'm waking up in the morning, taking her to school. I'm driving her to school. She's a senior. I'm waking up in the morning, driving her to school. Um, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Don't ask me no question. So I'm helping her go through her senior year. Long story short, and at this point, like I said, I'm fresh out of prison. I'm feeling like Superman, and um, this is, to be honest, this is one of my. Well, I was about to say my main prizes, but now that I think about it, it probably was my only prize. And if I think about it more, it probably wasn't a prize at all. But in my little young mind, I'm thinking this is my only prize. I'm thinking this is one of my only prizes. So I don't want nobody messing around with it. I don't want nobody sniffing around with it. I don't want nobody, really don't even want nobody looking at it, right? So I'm working at the little neighborhood Pizza Hut, and young girl just being a young girl, they in school together. They in school. She in school with a guy named Myron. She done gave Myron her phone number. This stuff was probably going on before I even came in the picture. But now that she's mine, I've made it known that I don't want none of this going on no more. So one day I'm noticing she getting messages. We up at Pizza Hut. We both work there, and I'm noticing she getting messages, and I'm curious, like, because we done some hanging out already. Who that is? Who that is? She telling me Myron, ain't really nobody, but we go to the school or whatever. All right, cool, So, I ain't really sneaky about them, but, I had to let them know, really, bro, ain't really no, and he young dude. They got to be 17, 18 years old. Now, what I remember about this situation is he had the I'm gonna tell you, see, this how far back we go. When I first got out of prison, what was hot was, or what was popular was, the cars with the brands on them. So, like I'm telling you, Myron had it was like a Mercury Grand Marquis, but with the M&Ms on it, with the brown bag of M&Ms on it. I remember Ola Player had the Colt 45 Cadillac. Josh had the Comcast Crown Vic. Now that was one of the hardest I had seen, period. The Comcast Crown Vic. So, Young Rev had the Ocean Spray. So that was real big. That was huge. That was what was going on. That's how you were showing your money when I first came home. So the little young dude had the M&M Grand Marquis. It was fresh too. I ain't gonna lie. Plus, for them to be in high school, it was a statement. So she told me that, he went to the school and it wasn't really nothing. And I can't remember how it went, but either I got his number and text him from my phone, or I text him from her phone and let him know, like, look, it ain't really no more need to be texting this number, man. That's over with. You know what I mean? You can just go on about your business. And I know that wasn't right. But again, like I said, rattlesnake days. So I thought I made an understanding, but obviously I didn't. As time go on, we starting to get a little bit more serious, and she definitely my girl. I'm seeing that these actions are not stopping. The texts are still coming, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she's telling me that she don't text him back, but he's still texting, right? So at this point, we done went from I remember at one point it went from, I was dropping her off at the school. Now I'm dropping her off at open campus. And I don't really know how the academic situation worked. I had already got my GED, so I'm done. So I ain't understand, and I still don't understand how it works. I'm just doing as I'm told. So now we gotta go to open campus. Man, one day I'm going up to open campus, and as I'm turning in to pull, I have like a gray Dodge Intrepid. They were big and really kind of like wobbly. weren't fast at all, but they had pretty good motors. You know what I mean? But whatever. So as I'm turning in open campus, I'm seeing his car is coming out of open campus. It's like at the stop sign to go left or right. For some reason, man, as soon as I seen the car, it just sent me into a flame, because I'm up here to pick up my girl and I think she's waiting on me, and now I just seen his car. So I'm automatically putting two and two together and thinking I'm being played with again. Man, I swerve around in the parking lot. I don't even go to pick her up. I swerve around. When he see me swerving around, he gone and hit it, bust a left, and he take off. I back up, get behind him, boom, take the left. I get behind him. Man, we do like, and we are in the Jonesboro area, so that's the Upper Terra Boulevard, almost to where the jail is. We done ran we done hit 2 or 3 stop signs. He on it, I'm on it, I'm behind him, I'm trying to get him. The car moving though, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if it's the car or he's scared, but the car moving. Now at the same time, I done already told her I'm pulling in, so now she calling me like, where are you at? She might have had to be to work, or who knows what was going on, but she looking for me and I ain't there. So I'm getting, man, some kind of way I can't, his car outperform mine. Either I catch a light or something, and he end up losing me. Plus, I had to go back and get her, but it was like, it's all good, because I know I'm going to catch him in traffic. You can't you can't miss the car. The car is the Eminem car, and I already told him when nothing going on, but he keep playing with me. So, when I catch up with him, we gonna see. Mind you, keep in mind now, I'm 23 years old. It's either 17, 18, or 19. They were either in 12th grade or just graduated. You know what I mean? These was kids. And now that I think about it, I was just another young-minded kid like they were, or like he was anyway. So I swerved back and I go pick her up. She asked me what happened. I told her what happened. I saw Myron and got out, whatever, we gone off. So that incident kind of calmed down. And over time, it just kept going, little situations like that. I see his car, try to get on him, or if he see me, he just dip off. You know what I mean? But now I done seen actually what he looked like, outside of that car. One day, this one I knew things had got serious. Well, I ain't gonna say I knew things got serious, but it was just going too far, especially on my end. One day we up at the Pizza Hut, and again the text messages coming through, and again I'm like this right here. I'm checking the text message. I'm see what's going on, and I see it's him again. I done memorized his number and everything. I know all the game. This the only dude keeps sniffing around, and probably the only reason why a dude would keep sniffing around after these situations is because he figured he had a chance of some sort, right? So go figure, right? Man, I see they texting, and as I'm watching, and we inside the Pizza Hut, I'm watching them texting, and he tell her to come outside. So when I look around the corner, I see his car parked outside on the curb, where the Pizza Hut, right outside the Pizza Hut. Man, this made me so mad. Now, at this time, we were using the really cheap pistols. Of course, not supposed to have no poles at all, but we had the smoke poles, we had a High Point, you know what I mean? Went from High Point to the Jimenez arms. So we had the cheapest of the cheap, right? But I'm fairly sure at this time it was High Point. Man, I got the High Point, man, or yeah, it had to be the High Point because there was nothing else I had access to. But I'm upset about what going on right here. He telling her to come outside. For some reason I either had the High Point on me or close to me. Man, it must have been on me because I remember when he told her to come outside, I come walking outside. And another distinguishing thing about his car was all the windows were tint. They were black. You couldn't see inside the car to know who it was. When I came out the building, the car was right there. I knocked on the passenger window. Boom, 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 boom. The window don't come down. I'm tapping on it again. Pop, 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 pop. It don't come down. I walk around the car. As I'm walking around the car, I pull the gun, I pull the pole out my waist. Now I'm beating on the driver window like they're right here. Pop, 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 pop. As I'm beating on the driver window, the car started pulling off. And as it's pulling off, I got the fire in my hand, and I'm thinking, what I'm thinking is, should I run to my car? Should I just let them drive off? I've been chasing them, now I got them. But mind you, we are in Pizza Hut parking lot. Blockbuster Video was right. It was that long ago. Blockbuster Video was right next door. The Chinese store was on the other side. The BP right in behind us. Police, like literally, if you know Terra Boulevard, so this, you know what I mean. So there's no, ain't no discretion. Ain't anything gonna happen. Everybody gonna know. But I'm still, and I got that thing out. And I'm just watching the car leave, and I'm thinking again, should I run to my car and, try to get up with him or whatever? But he wouldn't get out the car when I was tapping on the window, right? pole back in I tuck the pole back in, go back in the building. I tell her, man, text him, tell him this, tell him this, tell him that. I can't remember what it was, but she did it. He don't respond. So I remember that incident go by. So one day we up there, and again, like I said, we got these incidents keep going back and forth, and for some reason, I can't remember again, but some kind of way I get to texting I get to going back and forth with him on the number that I know is his phone number. You know, he talking about what he gonna do, because, you know, I done already made it adamant that ain't nothing going on. He talking about what he gonna do and all this and all that. Okay, where you want to meet up at? You know what I mean? We ain't even got to discuss what we gonna do. Just let me know where you gonna meet up at. We'll decide what we gonna do when you gonna get there. Because I know what I got going on. So while me and him going back and forth, next thing you know, I'm texting another person. Now this other person talking about this his brother, and it ain't Myron no more. This Byron. This is when I find out it's two of these guys. I'm like, dang, okay. So look, this how I am. Even back then, I'm like, listen, you know, that's just the more the merrier. If it's two of y'all, you know, we could do it 2-on-1, or we could do one behind the other, or y'all could just pick whichever one of y'all the toughest, and, you know, I go with him. You know what I mean? That's how I'm feeling at the time. That's what I told him. Let's do it. We agreed to meet at a park behind, it was Panhandle Park in Lovejoy. We agreed to meet at Panhandle Park at Lovejoy. This is after a work day, another like long weekend work, like a Friday or a Saturday after work, right? So my homeboy G said he gonna go with me. You know, I've been letting him know I'm texting the little young dude and whatever, and you know, I know it's two of them. I'm telling him I'm finna get it on with both of them. So G said he gonna go with me. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't need no help. Really, I want it like this. It kind of give me a reason to go crazy. You know what I mean? Just I'm gonna go handle it by myself. He like, nah, I'm going. All right, cool. Look, check this out. Do it like this. You can go, but let me handle my business. You know what I mean? If I need you for dear life, you know, that's a different story. But, you know, if they ain't killing me, like literally killing me, I'm not about to die, then, you know, just let it roll out. He say, cool. Man, after work the whole time, though, I'm texting them. They confirming. We talking, going back and forth to each other, talking about what we gonna do and all that. When the time comes, we get off work. Me and G pull down the Panhandle Park. We waiting on them to show up. I got a smoke pole on me. While we sitting there waiting, G didn't feel like he was nervous, but you know, I guess I might have been telling him the rundown of the entire situation, or why it is what it is. You know, he keep running from me and whatever, and we just finna go and get it on. So at one point we see like some cars or some headlights, and we think it's them. We get ready. It ain't them. So when it's not them, G get out the car, and he go to the back, and he get a bat, like a Louisville Slugger. It wasn't full size, but it was about, you know what I mean? It was pretty decent size and thickness. He go get the bat, you know what I mean? Come back in the car and sit down. And I'm looking, don't get me wrong, I'm really like flattered, because I know what he doing. You know, he let me know he got my back, and I really appreciate that. But, you know, he ain't understanding that I'm really already past that kind of situation. I'm ready. It's gonna be like all action. Really, somebody might get hurt. You know what I mean? But I appreciate it. I really did appreciate the fact that he would let me know that, you know what I mean, we can get down. He can get down and dirty with me. So I pull out the high point, let him know, like, look, nah, if you know, if it's a situation where it's like that, man, I'm ready, but really I'm just going to do this and do that. He like, all right, cool, but if you need me, I got it. We waiting in the car again. We see some more headlights. We think it's them. We get ready. It ain't them. So now the whole time, man, we like, let's pull off, man. I done went to texting them, man. Y'all, calling them names, man. Y'all, it's hard to do these videos and not cuss. You know what I mean? But I'm calling them names. Y'all some P's and y'all some, itches, and I knew y'all wasn't coming and such. Again, I'm grown, man. These are high school kids, probably, nothing gangster at all going on. They just probably doing what they supposed to do, chasing girls. And here go me, hardened criminal, really with the mentality of a 15. One day, me and my little partner Mark, I remember Mark had the Malibu Max, the silver Malibu Max. That thing had the tins in the back, and it was like a hatchback type. So it wasn't a lot of room with them tins jumping. Listen, man, I'm talking about, and see again, now this was the era when Young Ralph was hot. So I'm talking about, we coming down Terry Boulevard on one of them good Friday nights, beating that Young Ralph, you can have that issue, treat her like, give her early dismiss, bye-bye, you can have that issue. So we going on all the time, me and Mark in the car, got the whole car jumping, bye-bye, be gone, bye-bye, be gone, bye-bye, be gone, bye-bye, leave me alone. All the time we in that thing. I'm trying jumping right. I don't know what it is. Most of the time I be done felt like that. If I be done scold good, we done something big, or who knows what it is. I remember we beating Young Ralph, we coming down like this. Man, I get to like 2 lights before my turn. Papa John over here right before Home Depot. And what do I see? And it's about 9 o'clock at night. It's dark at night. What do I see in the Papa John parking lot? Parking lot empty. 1 car in the parking lot. Eminem. I'm talking about, and we already in that thing like that here, crunk. I'm talking about, bye-bye, be gone. It's just me and bruh. Man, I swerved instantly. As soon as I see the car, I swerve. Scared. Bro, like, what you doing? I'm like, just be cool for a minute, because I've been waiting on them. And this is why, these times and stories should be put out there, because mind you guys, at any given time or moment, any one of these situations could have went bad and could have caused me to spend the rest of my time in somebody's dungeon, somebody's cell, somebody's prison. Or, dudes could have, what if I ran into the wrong one? And they weren't playing with me. Anyway, I pull, we in Mark car, so he probably don't notice the car when we pull in. I pull the car in, I see one dude sitting in the Papa John's. It's one of them small ones too. So like, they ain't even got no eating area, but they got chairs where you can sit to wait for your pizza. I tell bruh, I'll be right back. I actually take the scrap out and put it on the floorboard, because I don't want to go in that establishment with, that kind of energy, with that kind of, you know what I'm saying? If I need it, I know where it's at, but I ain't gonna go in like that, I ain't that crazy. So me not knowing, I'm thinking bruh sitting in the car, but he coming behind me. So I get out the car, and and I don't even know it. It's just my adrenaline rushing at that point. I jump out the car. You know what I mean? When I hit the door, it hit ding ding. Person behind the counter like, "Hey sir, can I help you?" The dude sitting right there, I think they kind of look up at me and put their head back down, and that was it. So they not even looking at me, but I tell the person behind the counter, I'm like, I'm good. You know what I mean? So they walk off and do what they doing, but they walk off a little bit, but kind of look back to see what's going on. I walk right on over the dude. The whole time I'm walking over there, he just sitting in a chair with his head down, either looking at his phone or something, or just sitting there. I can't remember, but I remember that his head was down. So while his head was down, I'm like, So as I'm, saying like that, he look up. Listen, this is what I remember. He get to looking up, like he get about halfway. He look up at my face. When he see my face, he just put his head back down. And I'm gonna be honest, that really just boosted me up some more. It boosted my ego, because I'm feeling like I done trapped the one of them, I'm feeling like what they call it, I feel like I done trapped the cat done trapped the little bird, you know what I mean? The little bird been running. So he just put his head back down. I'm like, yeah, you ready? You ready? He like, bro, I ain't got no problem with you, bro. I'm like, no, that ain't what you been saying on that phone. You been sending all that bull. I don't know that Mark that came in behind me. He's standing behind me. So, really, I'm ready for just me, but it might look like it's two of us, but that's not what I was meaning. I meant for it to be just me. I'm like, no, man, you been talking all that, you and your brother and all that. I'm finna get you, then I get your brother. Bro, let go on get to it. He looked up at me like, bro, I ain't got no problem with you, bro. I'm like, bro, man, so let me get this straight now. I'm like, I ain't gonna hear nothing else from you. You ain't gonna text my girl no more. I don't wanna hear nothing from you. None of that tough guy stuff. He like, no, bro, I'm straight, bro. I'm like, all right now, I'll catch you again, bro. I ain't gonna give you no pass. He like, bro, we straight, bro. I turned around, we walked out. Jumped in the car, cut the young rail back up, bounced on to the apartment. Now, again, like I said, that could have went either way. That guy could have felt threatened and, if he could have had the, on him or whatever, or, if I would have made the stupid decision to bring it in and then something had happened, it could have just been, and it literally would have been about nothing. I ain't never met the twin brother Myron. They was never no threat. And again, they probably just some little old kids, man. Wasn't even no bad kids, you know what I mean? So how you go with me with my stupid ass, with my stupid decisions, and had I had, a positive male figure in my life, somebody probably would have told me to go sit my little stupid butt down somewhere. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all tapping in with me, listen to the story. Y'all already know we're going to keep them coming. Like, subscribe, share the video, hit the cash app. And if not, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all anyway. All right, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.